The fourth thing we need in our program is a little bit more humility. Now remember, we had humility in the first video, honesty and humility, to admit that we couldn't stop using porn, we couldn't stop masturbating, and we couldn't stop cheating on people. Well, in this video, what we're going to do, the fourth in the series, we have a little bit more humility. Because remember, we courageously looked at ourselves, the good parts and the bad part, the healthy part and not healthy part, in the last video. But in this one, we need to look at how our character defects have harmed other people. Now, I don't know about you all, male or female, straight or gay, but when I was hunting down people to have sex with without love and without commitment, without emotional intimacy, without emotional presence, without commitment, I was using people. Now, I didn't think I was, but I was. And that hurts people. It hurts their self-esteem. It hurts their need for love and belonging. It hurts their need for emotional safety. It harms people. So now what I need to do is go back and take a look and say, where have I harmed people? And make a list. Say, in my selfishness and dishonesty, who did I harm? Write that list down and then go back to those people and say, I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing. It's called restitution. That's one of the things I need to do. And that requires some humility. Hat in hand, head bowed. I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing. And you'll be surprised that the guilt will lift off you. You'll cleanse your own soul. And you'll feel much lighter and more pure and more clear. You're able to look people in the eye. But that's only 50% of it. The other 50% that I have to go back and have humility is to myself. And this is probably the most pernicious and nefarious part of masturbation. There's this terrible, terrible lie. Oh, masturbation doesn't hurt anyone. It's a victimless crime. That's insane. Why? Because I am being victimized. I am the one that's getting hurt. And if you don't think that you're important, remember this. For over 20 years, I worked with monks who were professional monks, and they couldn't find their higher power all the time, even if they wanted to, and they were professionals. But what they could find every day, all day, was themselves. So in terms of time, not in terms of who's got the power, my relationship with myself is the most important relationship. And I don't mean that in a narcissistic and a selfish way. What I mean is in terms of time. Who do I spend the most time with? And that person is me. So if that's true, that to quote Hendrix, I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die. Let me live my life like I want to. If that's true, a little musical aside there, then I've harmed myself with masturbation. How do you know? Because I haven't masturbated in 28 years as of June 26, 2018. And not once in those 28 years did I get up in the morning and say, man, I was an idiot. I should have masturbated last night. What a fool I was. What a moron I was. What an idiot. What an imbecile. I had a golden opportunity to act out using porn. But no, I never said that once. Not once. I never hurt myself once in 28 years. So one of the things I have to have humility about, again, here in our fourth step, our fourth video in this sequence, is have the humility to say, Steve, I harmed you. How can I make it right? And there are ways that I do that. For example, one of the ways I do that is I read books. I like to read books. I've read 5 of Charles Dickens' books in the last 6 months. It's a way I make amends to myself. I like to sing. It's very pleasing to me. I like to buy myself fitted clothing when I work out. I like to work out. I like to do yoga. I like to do abs work. I like to run. I like to bike. Those are ways I amend. In humility, I come to myself and say, I harmed you with porn. I harmed you with masturbation. I harmed you with the shame that you felt when you would cheat on people. And I'm going to make that right and treat myself with humility. That's the same thing I do with the people that I've harmed and used with the others. So it's the others and myself. I have to act with humility. Hat in hand, head bowed, no arrogance. And it cleanses my soul.